big beautiful bill in Congress, I think 216 to 212, something like, yeah, that's what it was. I saw the vote, the tally. I just finished my bench workout. Today's Wednesday, July 2nd. I'm competing in 10 more days. I'll be able to get one more bench workout before my competition. It's going to be a simple one, you know. I'll probably just pause the opener, which is 360. I don't want a chance getting injured or anything. There's no reason to go whole hog on the last workout. This one I went pretty hardcore on it. I'm pretty sore right now, my arms and everything. I did a 360 for 4 and then 385 for a pause rep, and 315 for 6. Last one was a long pause. Not the greatest, but it was pretty good, you know. Pretty good workout, you know. Pretty good. Well, but welcome to my channel. My friend's messaging me right now. So that was the last workout. Not the last one. Second to the last bench workout before I compete on the 12th. I'm competing in full power in Natick, Massachusetts. It's going to be an afternoon session. The women and the smaller guys, I believe the smaller guys, I know the women go first in the morning. They're competing in the morning. And then the guys, the bigger guys, stronger guys, are gonna be competing afternoon. That's the first time I've done 20 of them. This will be the 20th one since I started. I started in 2000, 5 years ago. This will be the 20th one, like I said. It's the only time I've ever done one in the afternoon. I have never done the afternoon one. It's for Revolution Powerlifting Syndicate. I have all the records. I have the bench record, which is only 370. I'll blow that away. 370, that's it, yeah. 370 is the bench record, but the squat record is only 500. I'm gonna open up with 505. I'll beat that. My own records, my own record. I beat these records last year for our Revolution Powerlifting. Hey, how you doing, Arthur? God bless. Yeah, I broke all the records. Last year, I think the bench record, let me think here. The squat record was, God, what was the squat record? It was only like 480 or something, 485, that's what it was. I beat that on the second attempt. Second attempt? Yeah, I beat it on the second attempt, I believe. And then I did 500. My legs were just getting back from being injured then. I was just getting into about 500. It was a year ago. And then the bench record was only like 340 or something. I beat that on my opener. Well, that's great. You be gay on your own time. Yeah. And then the deadlift, I beat that on the opener. I think the deadlift record was 520 or something like that, or 515, and I beat it with 520. And I ended up pulling 575 that day. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, right, buddy. Goodbye, Blue Ocean. Oh, let's keep you around for a while. Blue Ocean is, he lives in my town over here. He's got a sunken in chest. Blue Ocean does. You know, one of those bird cage chests? He's got a bird, they call him bird cage, but he's on here, he's called Blue Ocean. It froze up for a minute there. Is everybody out there still? Yeah, there's a lot of assholes that come on. Not a lot, but you get your assholes on here. Hey, sweetheart, love you. Here comes my sweetheart, my beautiful lady, Kathleen. How you doing, babe? Looking forward to seeing you tonight when you get home. Hey, Zachary, how you doing, buddy? My, yeah, you too. You have a great day, my friend. Yep. Did my last bench workout today. Went okay, you know. You know what you don't want to do close to a meet is you don't want to hit failure. Yeah, I know you're a very hard worker. You're a very beautiful person. Very hard worker. Very dependable person. She works as a nurse. She's a nurse. Yep. Very dependable. Always out helping people. You're always helping somebody. She's very sweet with people. She helps out people. Great with loves animals. Loves animals. We're both animal lovers. Both very. We have 4 cats, a dog. 4 cats and a dog. You know. But it was an okay workout. What you don't want to do when you get this close to a meet, which is in 10 days, is you don't want to train. You don't want to hit failure and injure yourself for one thing. And also hitting failure is not good on the psyche. So I didn't come close to doing that, thank God. I was pretty sore. I squatted yesterday. I can tell at the end I need some recuperation time soon. But I got to push the envelope for a few more days here. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 3 more days, you know. Good. No, I never have. No, I sleep like a baby, Alex M. Sleep like a baby. Yep. 57 years old. I go out like a light, man. I work a full-time job, and I also do a lot of side work, and I power lift. So I really beat my body's tired, you know. And I'm 57. Why, are you having a problem, Alex M? Are you having a problem with sleep? I do wake up a lot, which is normal for a guy that's 57 to go pee 1 or 2 times more than I used to when I was in my 20s. To be on one, it is. Oh yeah, no, there's no problem with that. I mean, if I need it, you never know, right, Alex M? You never know. That's great, you know. Hey, if I have a problem with it, I would go on it too. You know, it's not a big deal, really. No. That's great. You know, sleep is very important, Alex M. I'm proud of you for going to the doctor and getting that, you know. You got to get your rest or else you don't make any gains, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have some blood pressure. The thing I take is a blood pressure pill myself. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, Alex M. I'll pray for you. I hope you feel better with more sleep, you know. I hope you feel better. Blood pressure will make you not feel good, you know. You've got blood pressure issues. Yeah, we do. We sleep like logs. We got the dog we have the dog with us, you know. Oh, okay, yeah. Bigger guys usually have a harder time, you know. Yeah, good. I'm glad you feel better. That might be the trick right there for you, you know. That might be the trick, buddy. I think that's what I take also, Alex. I think that's what my blood pressure pill might. That's a blood pressure pill, right? I think that's what it is. I think, you know. I got to get mine refilled, actually. That's the only pill I really take. I need to take. Yeah, I think it's the same thing, bud. That's what I take, you know. I never had a problem with the blood pressure until I took that COVID shot. I did the 2 Johnson & Johnson, I think. I never had a problem with it. I always had normal blood pressure up until I even have a picture of when my blood pressure was like 118 over 62 or something like that, or 7. No, it was like 118 over 65. It was about 6 months before. It was right around when COVID hit, and I hadn't got the damn COVID shot yet. I'm not a doctor or anything, but it is what it is. Yeah, 20 milligrams. I think that's what I take. I think it is. I think that's what it is. Yeah, definitely. The COVID shot. You never know with that. I heard they're gonna put warning labels on it. I heard that. The following 10 days before the competition. Tomorrow, all I got left right now is deadlift. Tomorrow's going to be a day off, that's for sure. I'll deadlift on Saturday, I think. Saturday will be deadlift, and then I got to do I'm going to have to do squat and bench in one day, like on Sunday. Yeah, it doesn't get it's not a good thing. I don't think it is. I don't think the clot. They call it the clot shot. Clot shot. Uh, what's his name? RFK Jr. He came out today or yesterday. I like Robert Kennedy Jr. He came out and pretty much well, he did. He blamed the whole damn COVID thing on Dr. Fauci. Dr. Fauci was funding that lab in Wuhan. He was funding the Wuhan lab, and he gave the Chinese all the information about making that damn COVID or whatever, and COVID-19. Kennedy came out right on interview, and he said, "Well, why do you think that he got immunity? He got immunity. He asked Biden to do it or whatever, somebody to do it. I don't even think Biden signed it. If somebody else did with his auto pen." Stop painting. Okay, I'm just reading my thing up here. Yeah, I don't think Biden never even signed that with the auto pen. Oh, somebody else did. But they gave him immunity from prosecution all across the board, Dr. Fauci. Now, why would Dr. Fauci need immunity from everything if he didn't do anything wrong, He gave a lot of false information about the masks and all that. You didn't need those masks. Are only good for the Spanish flu. They didn't do a fucking thing, those damn masks. But yeah, we're Kathy has been fantastic. I got to go see a doctor soon here. I got to get on board and do that. She reminded me. She loves me, She loves me. I love her. And she's been the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life, Yeah, Alex, I will take Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'll probably come back and start training on Thursday. Thank you. I appreciate that, Import X. God bless you. Yeah, I'm going to take a few days off. I always do after the meet, I do. I don't really like that period. I like my training. The training for me is like mental health medicine. You know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start doing some damn cardio and shit before the next day. Not the next day. I'm not going to do anything the next day, Sunday. But I'm going to start doing something on Monday. Yeah, somewhat. I think there's a push-pull in August I'm going to do, which is bench and deadlift. The only reason I'm going to do it is because it's very close to my house, And then I'll probably do something in the fall, like I always do. I always do in the fall. But yeah, I haven't really looked at the schedule. There's usually a good one in the fall too, Yeah, I may do the push pull. I'm not sure. It depends on my. I'm second. I'm ranked second for my weight and age. Yeah, staying busy. That's right. I'm ranked second for the 55 to 59 super heavyweight. For the push pull, deadlift and bench. Actually, my friend is number one. My friend Robert Gaines is number one. I'm number two all time on open powerlifting. Open powerlifting. I did what was I did the last one I did, I had a 403 bench, and I can't remember what the deadlift wasn't even that great. My deadlift kind of dipped. It was something like 5'6". Oh, I remember what it was. It was like 558. That's what it was. It was know why it's uneven numbers, because excuse me, at this place in where the hell is that place at? Kathy knows where we go over there. Can't remember the town. It's not that far from my house, so about an hour and 20 minutes. But they have kilo plates, so that's why it's an uneven pound number. Kilo, so everything's in kilo. You got to convert it, which is fine. You know, it's they're all what do they call it when the plate it's exactly on the number. The plate, they're more expensive. I can't remember the name for it. That's one thing about it. I did a lot of my party, and my memory is not as good for like a word, you know. Yeah, if anybody knows, remind me what the name for the expensive plates that are right on the number. They weigh exactly what they weigh, you know. Because some of these plates I got, some of them weigh 46 pounds. One weighs 44 pounds. You know, they're not exactly right on the number. The regular plates that you buy. Calibrated. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. Yep. Yeah, like I said, sometimes I can't remember a name for something, you know. Yeah, calibrated plates, you know, are the best. I don't have any of those. I've always just played around with. I got like a whole hodgepodge of plates. I'll show you right here. It's a whole. A lot of them are donated. You know what? They're just as good for training as anything else, though. Right there. Some of them are from the 1960s, those standards. And then I got a whole shitload of them over there, too. A whole pile of them. They're all from different places, you know. And then I have some on my deadlift bar over here. You know, right here, a little different. They're different, you know. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference, though. You know that? Yeah, they still work, man. It doesn't matter if they're a little bit off, you know. It does not matter, you know. I don't, a lot of shit's been donated to me, and, you know, I'll buy a plate here and there for $100 for 240. Usually you pay about $100 for a couple of 45s, you know. I like York plates, you know. Yeah, they still get you good, you know. I'm number 7, I think, for total, I think for, I know I'm number 7 on the deadlift for full power, and number 8 on the bench. Everything's pretty close together, what I do, you know. Nothing's, they're all, like my squat, there's nothing like that's out of the ordinary. Like the squat is, I think I can get about 550 on the squat. 550. I'm going to open up with 505, break the record. Then I'm going to go to about 540, I think, which is going to be a PR, a 10-pound PR for me. And then on the bench, I'm not going to break a PR. I'm just not there yet. I'll probably have like a 390 bench, I can see. 390, maybe 400 would be really good, happy. I'm not going to blow my whole meat, though, going right for 400. Probably 390 I'll probably get, something like that. 385 would be the lowest, which I did tonight. Now, you know what? Because I did 360 for 4, I can do 390. And that's for sure. Thank you, Norris. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So I'll probably get 390. Maybe 400 would be I think I should probably go 360. You know what I mean? As my opener. And then I'm probably going to go to 390, something like that, and then 400. That's what my plan is going to be, something like that. Then on the deadlift, I'm opening it up with 5. I'm going to play that safe for the opener. I weigh around 320 right now, 57 years old. I'm an old man, an old fat power lifter. No, that's what my friend used to say. An old fat power lifter. I was down to 302 for a while, which I'd like to get back down to 30. I'd like to get down under 300. That's going to be a goal very soon. Get under 300. You know. The deadlift I'm going to open up with 5. Yeah, I would get a super squat bar, absolutely. Yep, I just haven't had the budget lately. Thank you, Norris, I appreciate it. So I'm going to open up with 5 on the deadlift. And then I'm thinking about going right to 550 maybe. That would be a good jump right there, 550. If that goes up pretty easy, I would like to get like 360, 565. I want to get a 1500 total for a 57-year-old, you know. I've gotten a 1500 total before. I got 1520 before. Yeah, 50-pound jump. My biggest jump I ever took and got it was, I went from 500-pound opener, and I went right to 600, and I nailed that. And that was I only did 2 attempts. So that was a 100-pound jump. I nailed it. That was when I was 54 years old. Yeah, the only reason I'm opening at 500, I'm going to play it safe because I opened up at 520 one time. I blew out my hamstring, man, at Fall River. I was on my way to a 1500 total, I think. I already got I think I had a 520 squat. I don't know if I would have got, I had a 520 squat, a 390 bench, 390 bench. Yeah, it sucks, man. Oh, that's great. Yeah, 200 on bench, just tiny bit. I'm going to try to, that's great. You know, hey, we got to, that's a great bench there. You know, not a lot of people can bench 200 for 5, you know. Seriously. There's not a lot out there. Most of the time, you go to a commercial gym, people are usually struggling to get 185, you know. Most of them just stick with 135, 155, you know what I mean? Most of them, you know. But yeah, I was on my way to a good total. I was in Fall River when I was 55. Was I 56? I think it was last year, about a year and 3 or 4 months ago. Yeah, and I opened up with like 520 or 525 on the deadlift, which that would have given, just with the opener, it would have given me 520, 25. It would have given me 1100 and no, wait a minute, I'm sorry, 1050 along with the 390 bench. I think I could have pulled like 580 that day, you know. So that would have been a pretty good total. 580. It wouldn't quite have. It would have been close to getting 1500 total. Close, not quite there. I got the 1520 total. I pulled 600. I squatted 530, and I benched 390. That was a good day. I was the hottest meet I ever did. It was in the middle of August during a heat wave, and it was in a warehouse gym that had no air conditioning, and everybody was dying. Somehow I had the best meet of my life, man. Sometimes I belt up at a meet when I'm going real heavy. It's not really necessary though. Not necessary to belt up if you don't want to. Again, it does help though. I guess Larry Pacifico, the famous powerlifter, told me he did it. He used to do it. Belt up when you go real heavy, just to keep your body tight. It's not going to give you much of an advantage though. The belt really only gives me an advantage on the squat. I need it on the squat to brace against the belt, you know. Yep. But it's a fun sport, you know. Powerlifting's fun, you know. There's a lot of good people there. I started out working out a little bit in the late 1980s, mid to late 80s, and let me think here. I started out. Where did I start out at? I'm trying to think. In my friend's garage, Robert. I could barely bench one. I don't even know. I think I could bench 135 for a couple of reps. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't have a leg press. I'd have to do it at a gym. If I had one here, if I had more space, I wouldn't mind having one. You know, more space in here. Although, you know what? I could move all that junk out that's over here, and I could put one in there. You know. Yeah, it depends on leg presses are different as anything, you know. It depends on the physics of it. You know how it is, the physics and how it's geared up, you know, on the leg press. I haven't done leg presses. God, let me think here. Jesus. Let me think here. I'm trying to think again. Maybe 8 years ago. I haven't done leg presses. Very few. I can count it on one hand. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I just I don't have one. If I go to when I go to a gym, you know what it is I don't want to load it all the way up. I think I did it when I first moved here when I went to Champions Gym, loading it all up and all that shit. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they load that motherfucker up with 1,000 pounds and they only go down a few inches. It's the biggest ego lift. Now, if you do it right, it's a good accessory for squats and everything, you know. You don't need to load it up with all that weight if you're only going to do a half a rep, you know. The videos are everywhere online. I'm sure everybody can attest to that. With people loading that thing, taking all the plates from the gym, using all the plates, right? Yeah, that's great. 525 is good. Yeah. Yeah, just if I had one, I would probably if someone gave me one, I would take it probably. I would have to move shit around in here. That's all. That's all I would have to do, you know. I'd like to move this deadlift platform too somehow. I don't know. There's only so much you can do with a place that's just small, you know. But it's perfect. It's fine for making gains, though. I love it. But anyways, that's going to be it for the night. Thank you for showing up to my live stream. Have a blessed night, everyone.